Welcome back to cryptogains for another video. In this video, I'm going to bring you some price analysis on Bitcoin. I want to show you what I see in the charts right now. Also show you what might be crazy in the next few years for Bitcoin. If it sounded interesting, drop that like, give me a subscribe. You're going to want to watch this video. It's powerful. Take a look at this. I'm using the 20-week moving average. And then I got some RSIs down here, the RSI, stochastic RSI. What's really been going on with Bitcoin? Because obviously we're seeing prices fall. Get it out. We're seeing prices fall, but it's still looking healthy. If you take a look at this yellow line, since we broke it, the trend has reversed, meaning that we were in a downtrend for a long period of time. And I'm talking over the last year or two, since, we saw this massive crash here, came above, second crash. We was below this yellow line for a long period of time. We couldn't break above it. We attempted here, it failed, it came straight back down. We tried again here, it failed, we came straight down again. Right, and this is sort of like the 15k area where people were panicking and we're going to 12,000, 10,000 and beyond, or below. And now you've seen that Bitcoin's price broke out. Since it broke out, it's been holding this yellow line, which is the 20-week moving average. You can see I've got on a weekly time frame, and if I click on this indicator, you can see the number is 20, and it's been holding it as support. This 20-week moving average line, this yellow line, is powerful. Traders use it all the time because it's so significant. It's great for catching trends, knowing where you are, and majority of the time, price for some strange reason seems to either hold support on it or get rejected from it, which is why traders use it. And you can see that very clearly, like what I showed you in the past. Up here rejection, and you can see right here our first sign of support was right back here, March. This is where this whole price fell down. This candle bounced off it. You can see the wick. The wick means buy pressure. Buy. Everyone was buying it, brought it straight back above. Take a look at what's happened recently in this week, the last week, this week-ish. Is it this week gone or? Yeah, this week. So we saw price action fall below, came down to about 25,000, and look, it's been bought straight back up. Is it eerily weird that this is being, again, above this yellow line? What do we want to see? Well, we want to see it stay above this yellow line in order for it to remain bullish. Because if it breaks this yellow line, maybe, and we start to see candles below, this yellow line could turn over something like this. Let me see if I could draw it. It could eventually turn over and go like this, and then obviously price action will find it hard to break above it, seeing more candles go underneath it, bringing the price down more. But I think that it might be all right. Time will tell. Let's see next week if we can have a candle above, a green candle that shoots us up a bit higher in price. We need to pay attention to the RSIs, because if you look at this RSI down here, the top one, the blue one, this weekly RSI, we're below this yellow line moving average for it. Usually, if we've been below it, look what happened in the past, right? When the RSI breaks below it, finds it hard to resist. These moving averages work just the same way, regardless of where you're using it, on an RSI indicator or the actual chart itself. So we want to see this RSI come back above. We need a nice strong buy power to kick in so we can see it come above, and then it can remain bullish, because technically speaking, it's got so much room to go up. If you look in the past, like, these blue areas right up here, the peaks, it was at 94, and I'll draw a line so you can see what I'm on about. Right up here, 94. And has it done it before? Look in the past. Look, it's been up here. So we've got a lot of room for this RSI to really come up and, bring some buy power into Bitcoin. Same with the stochastic RSI. Buy momentum. We can't, the momentum's on the down right now. People are selling. You can see the sell momentum. But hopefully we can see this turn around soon and start to come back up again and see some more buy power. Obviously, with everything that's going on with the whole Binance stuff, that's probably what's causing it. But let's see what happens in the long term. See if we can remain above this and keep printing candles above. Now, let me show you something fascinating. Oh, actually, before I go there, I want to confirm this chart with this one here. This is the Keltner channel. I show you this a lot on my channel. The Keltner channel is powerful. Again, looks for trend reversals and things like that. And I've always said to you, if we're above this middle line, it's bullish. And you can see in the, let me just show you the past real quick. Look what happened in the past. So, this was the whole C19 event, came above. Candles remained in this middle area I will just circle it so you can see what I'm on about. This area here, candles remained in this area of above this yellow line for a long period of time, making it very bullish, and we kept bouncing above this yellow line, which eventually led to us going on an insane rally all the way up. So, and in the bear cycle, it works the same way. When it breaks below this yellow line, candles usually tend to go below, and it finds it hard to break above. And then we look for the break, the piercing of the bottom, right? It's right here, meaning that if we're above for a period of time, and then we break this yellow line, from the moment that we break it and we see candles below it, at least 2 to 3, I expect us to pierce through this bottom line on the count the channel, this bottom blue line. There's 3 lines, bottom blue, yellow, and a top blue. So because of this piercing here, I expected at some point for us to pierce through. We pierced through here with a wick, and then we pierced through down here with a few candles. We did have a slight piercing here, but you know, that for me would have been the buy time, somewhere down here, 17,000, anything around here, around these candles. But anyway, look at where we are now. Again, this just confirmed that we're bouncing above. We're still bullish because we're above this yellow line. Look, candles above. We fell down, but we're back above, and we're still above this yellow line on the Celt and the channel. So I'm going to keep an eye on that. Let's take a look at something extremely interesting. The 3-month chart. Not many people are showing you the 3-month chart, but I want to show you because this is very powerful, and I'm seeing something incredibly unique and interesting to, not many people are showing you. So, I mean, I've got the counter channel up again, and we can use the counter channel as a fine example. It looks very weird and different on the 3-monthly. But what I care about is this yellow line if I'm using this counter, because you can see through all of Bitcoin's history. Now, this is years worth of price action. If I come right back here, look at the bottom, it says 2013. Right, this is pretty much all of Bitcoin's existence, almost. You can see, right? So I'm just going from where this counter channel begins, which is sort of around here. But take a look at these candles. Every bear cycle that we had in the past, 2013's, 2014's bottom, look at this. It always bounced above this middle line. So what I've been telling you with the counter channel is if we're above that middle line, we've always been in a bull trend. And that's basically what Bitcoin has been on for the last 12 to 13, 14, 15 years, a bull trend. And you're thinking, really? But there's been so many bear markets. But look at the trajectory, is that right, of the price. Look, it's been going up, up, up. It's just creating higher highs all the time. High, higher, high, higher, high. Are we going to create a higher high again? Many people believe Bitcoin's going to 100,000, 200,000, 1 million. So maybe that could be true. But just take a look at this. It is extremely bullish. With every cycle that it's had, look, bear cycle, bang, it bounces off this yellow line straight for the next high. Right down 2018, bang, bounces off this line and goes flying up again. Look at this. This is the first time that we were underneath this line over the last few years, the last year. And I was telling my patrons to buy like a boss. Buy as much crypto as you can because this is the time to buy down here. And this was a buy of an opportunity. I still believe so. And look where we are right now. We are above this yellow line with the red candle here. So what does this mean? Technically, and this might shock a lot of people, be prepared for it. Technically speaking, the Bitcoin price could come right down to this yellow line and still be bullish. Now that sounds crazy, right? It sounds absolutely crazy because if you saw it on a monthly time frame or a weekly time frame, you'd believe that we are bearish, we're going down, all the prices are going to crash and everything else. But it could come right down here, just like what I've shown you in the past, and be very, very bullish. Where does this yellow line even put us if we was to go down to this yellow line? Let's take a look. This puts at a Bitcoin price of roughly $22,700. Bitcoin could fall all the way to $22,700 and still be bullish. So this is the chart that I wanted to show you, just to give you a different insight as to what may come in the future. Because if you see Bitcoin's price break resistance levels like 25,000, you might start hearing people go, oh, we're going down to 20K, 15K, 12K. You might hear that. But I want to let you know that the likeliness is that we may come down to this yellow line, just like it did in the past on the 3-month time frame with every bottom cycle here and here. It's likely that we would come down and test this here. If we get a wick through, fine, we might get a little wick through to 20K, then the wick buy back up and it might start hovering above this. So we'll see what happens. But this is bullish at the minute, and as long as we stay above this middle yellow line, that's a good sign. Do you want to see the 6th month? Because the 6 months tells something completely different. I won't show. I might bring another video on this one. I think I have to bring another video on this one because yeah, it's a different story. But before I go, I want to show you one more thing on this 3 monthly chart, something to really pay attention to, because yes, Bitcoin has been trending up for many years. It's been on a bull trend for the last 12 years, I'm sure. Right back from existence, right back from here, 2011. So yeah, 12 years. But there's something that you need to pay attention to. And on the 3-month time frame, it's forming this thing called a bearish divergence. What do I mean? It's where price action keeps going higher, higher, and higher like this. But on the RSI, which is an indicator, it's going downwards like this. It's forming a low, a lower high, and a lower high. Technically, actually, is this class as a lower high? This one and this one? Let's have a quick look. Yeah, ish. It is a slight slant, but we are forming lower highs. I mean, even if I was to move it from here like this one here to here, you can see that the RSI is a high, a lower high, and maybe we might come up and print a lower high at around 83 level. You see, I might bring this line down like this and do something like this. Maybe in the future when there's RSI, let me just show you what I'm really talking about here. This blue RSI starts to come up. It might come up, hit this line at about 84 level, and then fall back down again, forming another lower high on the RSI. And again, this is a bearish trend, which means the momentum is wearing out, meaning that we've seen Bitcoin have such an insane, crazy parabolic rise over the last few years, and extreme FOMO, massive institutions getting involved now, that eventually it might wear off. We might start to see something crazy happen in Bitcoin. We might see the next massive top out, like a massive blow off top, where it does hit something like 100 or 200,000, and then all of a sudden it just can't go back there for years to come. It just goes down, lower high, lower high, lower high. We might see that, and not many people are thinking like that. Many people thinking it's just going to go up and up and up and up, but sometimes things need a cooler and a breathe off. So this is what I'm watching. Whether we do it from here or here, it's what I'm watching. Okay. So I thought I'd give that to you. Hopefully you can take it on your journey. What do you think? If this was helpful, drop that like, give me a subscribe, become a patron, because you know they see these videos first. They've got the opportunities to get in early on projects. I'm showing them things way before I buy, before I sell, all of that stuff over here. That's in my VIP Telegram. I'll talk about that in a second. But grab my exclusive VIP partner tier, this one here. It unlocks all my posts, so you will see when I'm buying, selling, staking, all, because we're buying coins that you can't see right now. It's all over here. Check it out. And if you can't afford it and you want to do what other people are doing, they are going for that VIP Telegram group, the CEO tier. Grab it, come over there, chat with me. Like I said, they're buying things before I buy, because we're discussing it. I haven't done a buy alert. We're talking about these hot projects. There's big money in this space, and they know how to make money sharing projects all the time. So, you know, come over, get that quick edge on the market. Quick edge. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. That's not my thing. Just put it back on here. Cheers.